Howdy, folks. Kevin here. Well, I told myself that I needed to record a video because it's been at least half a year since I've recorded a video, and I kind of miss recording videos. It's been hard. My life has been hard. I've got 4 kids now. One of them is 13 months old. We've been sick constantly for the past couple months. Getting on to several months now. And yeah, it's just taken a lot from me. So I haven't been doing a lot of videos because even if I manage to find the time to do them, I certainly don't have the energy. So I'm trying to change that. I'd really like to get back to doing videos. I've enjoyed the article reviews that I've done. I have some tutorial ideas to go through for WebDriver.io, and I'll get to that in just a second. But first, I wanted to give a quick update. My WebDriver.io course feels like it's pretty much dead. Sales have been non-existent, which isn't too surprising. It's so tough to keep a 20 to 40 video course up to date. Feels, especially when I've got kids and don't have time to work on it all that much. It feels like as soon as I get the content out there, it's already out of date. And it's like out of date in a very annoying way. It's not like it's one little thing. It's like a fundamental change that broke something, either through Node being updated or WebDriver.io being updated, and things like that. On that note, my book, like the hope was with the book, I could keep it updated a little bit easier than the videos. And that's pretty true. It's just I haven't had the time. I just haven't had the time. And book sales are nice, but $100 a month, which is a good month, is not, that's not that much time to invest in it. So that's kind of where I am at with that. I'd love to get some time. I'd love to get some energy to put into it. I just don't have it. Maybe in the new year. So what do I want to do with this channel? This is kind of the start of trying to get back into creating content again. It's something I've really missed doing. And so what I want to do with this channel is I want to really formalize the article reviews. I've really enjoyed doing those. They're interesting to me because it gets me thinking outside of my normal frame of thought. It gets me reading articles, which is something I'm not that best at, and that's really good. And it's kind of an easier format to create. I can read the article, while I'm waiting at the doctor's office or something, highlight certain sections, and then when I come back to my computer, I can read through the article with all the highlighted sections and kind of remember what it was that kind of stuck out to me. And then if I have a little format, like a little template file for the layout and everything, it's pretty easy to get it edited and everything. So more on that. One thing I want to add to that is articles on management. Management is definitely something that I've had a keen interest in for the past decade. I've yet to become a manager. It's been a goal of mine for a long time, and it's just not working out. Sometimes life just doesn't work out like you hoped, and that's that. And this is one of those instances. So, but doesn't mean I can't talk about it. Doesn't mean I can't read articles about it and have thoughts about it. I have some opinions that I think are pretty good, and so I'm hoping to share them. I'm not sure whether to do that here or maybe make a second channel. If anybody has any thoughts on that, please leave them down in the comments below. Another topic I want to get into is playwright testing. I've been doing WebDriver.io for the past decade pretty much, and recently have gotten into Playwright, and it's got some neat features. It's got some really neat stuff that they've got. So I'd love to start making some tutorials about it, and share some information on it. And along with the idea of tutorials, I've been talking with a friend of mine, and he has a specific way of teaching kids and teaching humans in general that is really kind of neat. It's kind of more engaging, helps you learn the information faster, and learn the information in a way that sticks, a way that activates core parts of your brain. You know, if I gave you a screen full of code, it's really hard to learn that because it's hard to turn the code into something that your brain is going to remember. Let me tell you, I was at a presentation at South by Southwest probably in 2008. Yeah, 2008. And it was the presentation was about progress bars and progress indicators, like on websites. And at the start of the presentation, the speaker said, by the end of this presentation, I'm going to remove like 25 items of clothing. And you're looking at him and you're going, oh, God, he's going to be just completely naked, isn't he? Maybe he'll be wearing his underwear. So as he went through the presentation, he removed an article of clothing like every 5 minutes. And sure enough, by the end of the presentation, he did remove all of his articles of clothing. No, sorry, he didn't do that. I got your hopes up. He did remove all of the 25 or whatever articles of clothing. It just turns out that he had a lot of layers on, and he was fully dressed by the end of the presentation, much to my chagrin. I thought it would have been funny to see a presenter, bearing it all. But the point is, that stuck with me, and he did that not just because it was kind of funny, but because it was a progress indicator. Like, he told us the progress, and as the presentation went on, each article removed was an indicator of progress through the presentation. And so it was kind of this neat little tie-in. And yeah, it was so memorable. And, that's the only talk really from being at South by Southwest that I remember. I do remember going out for drinks and having a lot of fun with my coworkers, but from a talk perspective, that's the one that stuck with me. And there's a lot of presentations I've been to over the years that just haven't stuck. And it's not because the presenter wasn't good, or it's not because they weren't engaging. It's just it didn't hook into that part of your brain that like just picks up information like that. And so that's what I want to try and do with some of these new tutorials is kind of apply the learnings that my friend has gotten in this regard to coding tutorials. And the goal is for the coding tutorials that I produce to not just be quality material, but memorable. Be something that is super valuable. Like, you watch my coding tutorial and you just get it. It's enjoyable, it's entertaining, and it's memorable. That's what I would love to be able to create. I think there's been a lot of focus, there's a lot about quality, and it's hard to do, coding naturally can be kind of boring. You get into the weeds and it's just kind of boring. I don't watch a lot of coding tutorials because I don't want to sit for 20 minutes and, just watch somebody code. It's not that fun. But I will sit for 20 minutes and watch a YouTube woodworker build something that I'm never going to build, but gosh, do they make it entertaining and enjoyable, and there's just something about the way that they do the video that is, I don't know, it's just satisfying. It's so satisfying to watch. So I want to be able to do that. And that's one of my hopes for the next year, is be able to really start getting back into these videos, start getting back into something that's more entertaining for you, something that you're like, oh, he released a new video, I want to watch that right now. Not necessarily because you're going to use it or anything, just because you know that it's going to be valuable, enjoyable, entertaining, and that you're not going to have to work hard to like memorize things. It's just going to have something that sticks enough for you to get some value out of it. So that's kind of my hopes. That's my video. Hopefully it recorded. I don't know. I haven't done one of these recordings in a long time, so hopefully my microphone worked. Hopefully my webcam worked. And I hope you all have had a great 2023. It's been a long, long year for me. I've had a ton of ups, a lot of downs, a lot of really hard times, but also a lot of wonderful times beyond anything that I could have ever hoped for. So it's life is interesting. Anyway, until next time, have fun testing.